Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Take on Tottenham. My name is Ben, and this is my take on Tottenham. And Europa League action this week. Full-time result: Lask 3, Tottenham 3. Somehow this was a 3-3 game. Yeah, I mean, I'll get the positive out of the way first because it's probably like one of one. We're through, which is really good. So we are through to the next round. Which is really good, obviously. And it goes to decided now against Royal Antwerp for top spot. If we beat them, we get top spot and hopefully an easier draw. So yeah, it's a bit of an important match. I feel like they've got a point to prove when they play against Antwerp. I think that performance was terrible that night, and I think they really have a point to prove against them, and they need to get a result basically. Even though it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things, really, I still think they need to show sort of make up for that performance in a few weeks ago against them. On to the negatives because there's quite a few. Where do I begin? I think you know where I'm going to begin. His name is Davinson Sanchez. I can't say how much how much I think we are weaker when he's in the team, and every single time we play him, it gets highlighted. That's the most annoying thing. Every single time, it's not like he has a couple of good games and a couple of bad games. Every single game, it seems to be a bad game. Every single game, there seems to be something there to moan about. And I know you could say that about every player, but I think Sanchez just. And to be honest, it's quite easy to see that Jose's got his first two centre mids sorted. You know, he's got centre backs, Dyer and Alderweireld or / Roden. Sanchez is going to be plan C, D, E, F. I think. I don't think Jose really rates him too much. I certainly don't. If you've watched this channel. He's just got a mistake in him every single game. This game, the last two goals that Lask scored, in particular, especially that last one, they got in the last couple of minutes, and he just gave him space. You're giving a striker space to shoot right on the edge of the box. What do you think is going to happen, honestly? And he's just there with his arms behind him, and then sort of gets his knee up, and I'm just like, you're not doing enough. Close him down. Don't give him the space. It's as simple as that. I can't even remember the second goal that they conceded. It was do you know what? I can't remember, but I know it involved Sanchez. So I remember being annoyed at it. But overall, it was just a scrappy game. I haven't even wrote anything down for this because it was a scrappy game. Spurs played quite poorly in how they've been playing this season. It was good to see Dele get a goal with a penalty. I thought Bale had an interesting game. It was a few ups, few downs. I felt like he had some good moments and some moments where he just went missing. Sonny again had it was a bit of a menace, but it wasn't. I think he was on the levels that we've seen him tonight. That we've seen him in the season so far. Ndombele, got to give him a shout out. Ndombele was fantastic again. Again, I have to say, not as great as has been this season, but again, main player for the team, like completely controlling things in midfield. And I'm going to give another shout out to Højbjerg because there was a moment I absolutely loved, and I wish more of our players had this mentality. We were in we were by the corner flag, and Højbjerg had the ball and he lost it. And instead of just shrugging his shoulders, we've seen a couple of our players doing, and just jogging back. I'm not even joking. I watched him, and he put his head down and he bombed it towards where the ball was. And granted, he didn't win it back, but he lost the ball, got his head down, and ran his heart out to try and get that ball back. And it's that mentality is what we need if we're going to try and win things this season. Højbjerg has been one of the standout, if not the standout player for us this season, so it's not surprising that he's doing that. I really think more players need to follow that mentality. We know Jose loves him. The fans love him. The stats are unreal that he's producing this season. And I just think there's more players in that team that want to be on the starting lineup, that feel like they should be in the starting lineup, but they won't show that level of commitment. And I think that's very important. So really good from him. Joe Hart, again, made some good saves, let a couple of clangers in my opinion. Not massive clangers, not like massive mistakes, but there was just, they especially the last 2 goals, they just seemed savable. I think their first goal obviously sort of dips just as it went past him. All their goals were really good goals. I don't think that it was really anything. They're all really good finishes. They're just, some could have been preventable. And I think Matt Doherty had a bad game. I think not particularly great. Tanganga had an okay game. He's still coming back. Mora didn't really impress me too much. So yeah, it was okay. It wasn't bad. It wasn't great. It was sort of just right in the middle, if not slightly below. But overall, main thing is we're through to the next round, which is the most important thing. And and now we move on to a really important match on Sunday against Arsenal, North London derby. And despite what people are saying about Arsenal, I know that they'll turn up for it because it's a North London derby. So we've got to be on our A game and really, really make sure we turn up and not do what we did tonight. So and that's about it. So if you like what you've seen, as miserable as it probably came across, if you like what you've seen, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and hit the like button and comment about what you thought of that mad game, because it didn't come across as a 3-3 game, to be honest. But thanks for the support. I will see you guys on Sunday for a huge match, and we'll go again. So as always, come on you Spurs.